I watched the gates of my home open up when my sister got her master's in accounting, and I saw it close when my brother went to prison, and I saw them close even tighter when my brother died 2 weeks ago. And like my siblings, I made a choice when it was my turn to leave. I chose an education at a school instead of one in the streets. I went to Archbishop Malloy and excelled in my studies. I won't claim to have been perfect, but I made sure that my parents had something to be proud of. And when I learned I would get an education free of charge at the City College in New York, I was able to fulfill my parents' dream of seeing their child go to college. Today, as a student at City, I spend my days amongst my intellectual peers, some of whose hobbies include chopping up and recycling old computer parts to make smaller, more useful things, while others write poems in mass in hopes of one day being published. Being surrounded by people who have such clear goals has shed some light on my own path. I know I want to be an electrical engineer that specializes in signal processing, the technology used in hearing aids. I want to be able to give the gift of hearing to everyone, whether they were born with it or not, so that parents can speak to their children, and so that music can be experienced by everyone, regardless of their circumstances. I could describe every single one of the wonderful experiences I've had in my first year of college, but that would take too long. It's best to just say that despite the never-ending amount of work I receive, I truly feel at home here. It is the contributions of people just like you who allow people like me to experience these wonderful things. You are the ones who made the educations of thousands of people possible, including the education of Dr. Joseph Dreyer, the doctor who saved my life. In sophomore year of high school, I underwent a spinal fusion that corrected a curvature of 60 degrees in my spine. I spent 2 days in a hospital. I spent 4 days in a hospital, in constant pain under heavy medication. 2 weeks unable to leave my bed unassisted, and after 6 months, I couldn't remember what it was like to run. Mind you, my surgery was near flawless, but I suffered nonetheless. I spent a lot of time thinking about why I had to suffer, and after a long bout with depression, I realized that I had more to be thankful about than to be sad about. I still drew breath, I still had eyes to see, and I had people to love. And so a year later, I brought up my grades. I learned to play 3 instruments, and I joined the pipes and drums at Archbishop Malloy, a club that requires me to strap a 20-pound drum to my back and march for sometimes more than a mile. And I did these things. It was a little bit of fun too. I did these things because not doing anything in life is the same as not appreciating life. And I, more so than most, can appreciate the things others take for granted. I'm thankful for every breath I take, because it really could be my last. And I thank you for letting me breathe easily when it comes to the financial burdens of higher education. Your generosity will become a gift that keeps on giving. You may not think about it now, but by helping to educate someone, you are enabling to make an impact on the world and to help others. You are the foundation for a cycle of generosity, and that foundation will be continued by people like me and my classmates. One day, I'll be in your seat, and I'll help to create a better world, full of educated men and women, ones that will in turn make the air a little easier to breathe for everyone else. Thank you.